Hi.
Hello, again, people of the internet. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright. We're in the middle of a cross-examination. I don't normally do that, but it was at the time, so.
Yeah. What do you mean by lucky?
Well, it's February now. Everyone is wearing scarves. If I had accidentally worn a white scarf like he said...
Then you yourself might have been killed.
That would have been a terrible loss for this world. Actually, I think the world would be a better place if she were dead. Oops, did I say that out loud?
Murder in the murder courtroom!
Wait, that's the other judge. I don't know how I feel about that.
Ha! It looks like you pressed too hard this time, kid. Mr. Armando. Keep looking around. Keep looking around you, and you're going to lose sight of the finish line. Justice is blind, but she's not deaf. Sometimes you have to know when not to talk.
Okay.
So did we
fuck up? I don't know. You knew about,
you knew about that incident? But weren't you out of the country until the year before last?
Well, I saw a report about the escaped convict on the news. They had an in-depth report about his whole history.
Oh, is that how you're gonna spin it? Okay, so much for our...
What? It's an escaped convict, but it was local. Why would that spread nationwide, much less, like...
Well, I think it's more like when she moved here, supposedly when she moved here, he recently escaped from prison, and like the news went into depth about what happened like 5 years ago, like as a recap or something. Like this.
It's all news though. Why would they bother?
Because like he escaped from jail. Like this convict is the person who did this 5 years ago or whatever, right? I don't know.
I guess, but again, why? Whatever. Fine. Sure.
So you were living abroad 5 years ago, is that right?
Yes.
I can't let her get away with these lies. Listen to me. She's neck deep in this whole thing. Somehow, you're just going to have to get her to show the court her true self.
Okay. Well, now to press everything, I can save, and I'm not entirely sure actually what I'm supposed to do. Because I thought we were going to press on how would she know that, but she gave an explanation, so...
Well, go back one. I had never been to Eagle Mountain before, but then she clearly... Oh wait, until I entered college. Alright, fine. Reason for wanting her... I would have regard to killing an officer who testified against you 5 years ago. I guess
This one, normally when things get added to testimony, that's the thing you have to present something on. But I don't see anything...
How would she know it was a white scarf specifically? Like, other than that's just the scarf that the detective was wearing. If that's all she saw, is a detective and she's there wearing a scarf.
Does it say who all saw this?
Well, theoretically,
okay, that was
it should have been literally just the detective and then whoever picked up the note.
Alright, cool, so that was correct.
Or the detective and the Terry, because he's the one who wrote it.
Right. So that's what we got her on. I did the thing and it seemed to be.
It's her note about the. Sorry. Anyway, yeah. Sorry. It's true. Mr. Falls did give instructions to Valerie Hawthorne about their meeting. The note that you left said, "Wear white scarf for identification."
Yes. What about it?
Isn't it obvious? Doesn't it strike you as odd? The note was a secret piece of evidence. How is it that the witness knows about it?
Yeah.
Order! This is odd, isn't it? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, did you show top secret evidence to the witness?
Your Honor, I certainly never gave anyone permission to do such a thing. In that case, the only way the witness could know about the note is just
a moment. Of course I didn't know about the note. It's just... I saw it when it happened, with my own eyes. When the victim went to see the killer, she used her own scarf to signal him. That's why I assumed that the signal was a white scarf. That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
If you just saw someone, like, wave their scarf at someone... Oh, that must be a signal! What? How would you assume that?
Even if she took it off and waved it at him, what...
We're just walking along, right? Like, say we're in the park, right? And so we see someone take their white scarf off and like wave it to signal someone closer or whatever, right? Would we automatically go like, oh, the white scarf, it must be a signal, it must be how they're identifying? No, we're just like, oh, they just And I guess they're calling someone
waving
over.
their scarf at somebody. Like,
Yeah.
who cares what color it is? Just because it's a certain color does not make me like, look, there's another guy across the park. He's wearing a white scarf with his suit. Look, there's a woman over there with another white scarf on. Look, that kid over there has a really fucking puffy pink and white scarf on.
Just
white striped and blue and white. Like,
yeah, just waving your scarf at someone doesn't necessarily mean anything. It just be basically a normal wave. Like, oh, hey, that person's waving them over or whatever.
maybe they're in the process of taking their skirt off because they're too hot, and so they're waving at it, and also pointing it down or something.
Yeah.
There's 100 other reasons that. Okay, maybe not 100, but several other reasons.
Your mind wouldn't automatically jump to, oh, that's the signal.
And also, the signal for what? Like,
Right.
even if that is a signal for something, who are we as just random bystanders supposed to know what they're signaling other than someone, hey, you, over there?
Yeah. Jeez.
What?
I don't know. I suppose that makes sense. No, it doesn't. Go fuck yourself, Judge. Go fuck yourself.
I wish I could rip the arm off his chair and fucking beat him over the face with it.
Well, you'd only be beating my computer screen.
I meant him specifically.
Yeah, but you're talking about my real-world chair.
Not like that, dumbass.
Ugh.
Come on, Mia. You can't let her weasel out of it that easily. Witness. Sorry, but your explanation isn't going to work here.
But why? It's true. That's what I saw.
That's you.
No, that's testimony.
No, that's Mia.
Oh, impossible. There's one way you couldn't... Sorry, I thought it said Melissa, and I
That's fine.
Impossible. There's no way you could have seen the victim use a white scarf to signal him. Because of the fog.
Hold on. Okay. Do I have anywhere that it says fog?
In the camera? Can you, like... No? I guess it's just,
well, I guess this looks more blue than white. Is that what I want to go with?
That's also true. Maybe?
Oh, but this is gonna take off 3. Can I save?
There's no way you could have seen the victim use a white scarf to signal him.
There is a scarf in this photo.
Yeah, and it appears to be white.
So I can't use that, I guess.
Photo of the trunk of Fall's car. Where she doesn't have it, but that's...
I think that's because it fell off, and that's not really relevant. This is when... Oof, do I want to try this? Do I want to...
Well, I don't know if... What are some of the possible connections using this line of logic? So, if I go with the map, it's really foggy and it was raining, and the fact that there was, I guess, the outcropping that may have prevented her view, but I guess it didn't.
Well...
Because she was, like, right at the edge of it or something.
She wouldn't need to use the white scarf to signal him over because they plan to meet on the bridge itself. Right. And there's only going to be like one other person on the bridge, right?
Yeah, literally just each other.
Yeah.
That's where they agreed to meet.
So, is that something I can use?
Well, maybe. Check the scarf. We maybe couldn't because it's blue, right?
Yeah.
Rather than white, right? Or is that just like an aesthetic thing?
I mean, they did mention earlier that it's not exactly 100% white, but that's kind of it's close enough, I guess. But
okay, sure. All right. So what's the next bit? What is this photo? Which we take a look at. There doesn't appear to be a lot of fog, and we can clearly see her with the scarf on. That's the photo that she took with the camera. So that rules that out too.
But in this photo, this wouldn't actually... Well, we would have to prove that, but this wouldn't actually be the detective. This would be Dolly in disguise, right? That's what we proved last time?
Yes.
Maybe we'll try the scarf. No. No?
Oh, jeez.
Maybe?
Was wearing a scarf? A white scarf, correct?
Yes, is something wrong? Oh, the hair flip?
Look! That's what I'd like to know, Miss Foster. Have a look at this.
It was right!
It's the victim's scarf.
Whew! Whew! I was really scared. Because I was going to take away
The
3.
music didn't stop, so I
Yeah.
kind of freaked out. And
Yeah,
I was like, you said several times in your testimony, which is like a generic, like,
Right.
like
Oh.
you've said multiple times, or you contradicted yourself there.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay. Phew.
Yeah.
I'm sure people would disagree about what they call this color. However, it certainly is not white. You knew what the note said. She knew the contents of the note? No! It says, wear white scarf for identification. That's the reason why you said it was white.
Okay, I get the frame of logic now. If you didn't have context to know it was supposed to be white scarf, you wouldn't realize that the blue was close enough to being white to be used.
Right.
Okay. That's where they went with that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, still, that was like...
Thank fuck.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't sure if that was going to work.
Yeah.
And also, like, the next one would have been failure, so...
Yeah. Ooh.
Well, Miss Foster?
No!
Order! Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation.
Also, while we're ordering...
Yeah, I'm also waiting on those pizza bites.
All the little...
Yeah.
Put in there.
Thank you.
I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public.
And
Yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one. The person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person.
Did you say one more person?
That's right, a person that no one would have suspected. Ever figured it out, kitten? Yep. The third person that knew the contents of the note was...
Can I say no? Well, I'm gonna go with this.
And that person is Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne? I've never heard that name before.
Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There's her name right there.
Well, what's this? So who is this person? This Dahlia Hawthorne?
Miss Faye must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life.
The dead?
She fucking channels Dahlia Hawthorne,
I mean, she is a spirit medium.
right?
If if Dahlia was actually dead, she would be able to. But Dahlia's sitting right in front of us, so.
Right. It's like, she's been lying to you this whole time. Her name isn't Melissa Foster. That's just some bullshit name that y'all made up for her. Her name is actually Dahlia.
Yeah.
Look at the resemblance.
Right.
Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago.
Killed in a crime? You don't mean...
Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Falls.
Flip.
You said she was killed, but was she really? What are you implying? Of course, people thought she had died 5 years ago, when she fell off a dusky bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found. She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead. But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, she would be 19 now. Melissa Foster, I believe that's the same age you are.
yeah.
Even you could... Miss Faye, you're not saying...
Flip.
But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
What?
Ha! Nice work. That was like tossing a grenade into a 3-hour fire.
What?
But unless you can tie all the loose ends together, you are nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist. I understand. understand? If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. Now's my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm.
Ooh, kinky. Witness, just who are you anyway? I'm going to drive to this conclusion.
Oh my god. Fucking, he just starts making the fucking, the THX, like, sound effect from the movie openings from a decade ago.
Yeah.
I'm...
I didn't think it'd come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness.
Yes, I understand.
Well, what? Mr. Edwards, explain yourself.
Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far.
You don't mean...
Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses. I have here the
updated autopsy report.
Oh my god! If you fucking
no,
I wasn't even gonna go down that line, but god damn it!
Yeah.
No, I have here the official, real death certificate of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, confirmed dead.
Oh, so you found her body?
No.
So how can you confirm she's dead?
Well, legally speaking.
Yeah, okay, legally speaking, but how can you find out if she's really actually, like, officially dead?
It's
other than, death certificate, fine, but, like, if you never found her body...
She's been declared deceased
sure,
by
but
every known legal and medical professional.
Yeah, but if you never found her body, then you can't know that. Okay, fine, sure, whatever, but that's according to the law, not according to reality.
The law is reality, Miss Faye.
What? I don't know.
Ha, it looks like the kid knew. He knew your identity from the get-go. No way, but then why? If you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so he made a little trade. Let me introduce you to the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
But I thought she died 5 years ago. Let me guess, like witness protection program or some shit like that. And that's why she can't say her college or where she lived or whatever.
Probably. We thought so as well. But, well, as you can see. Why? Why did she hide her identity for 5 years? That has nothing to do with the current case. She was merely an accidental witness to a crime. Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of victim. And now, we find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder. Really, Miss Faye, I must say, your strategy here is painfully obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win. At any cost. How dare you? Please, let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. At the age of 14. But, even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious. Her big sister. Miss Faye must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her. What? That's bullshit.
Yeah. I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic.
Logic does not dictate facts.
Yeah. Miss Faye, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would this witness have for killing her beloved sister?
Well, you see, I thought I was winning, but somebody's turned it around on me. I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim.
Is it the Rock?
That wasn't me. It was this guy, this crazy coffee addict. I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man. Ha! What makes you think they're empty, boy? Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets. I am sweating bullets. You think you're in a tough spot, huh? Of course. Aren't I? No. You just arise at the moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you. Up to me? The rashness of youth. How charming. You're younger than she is.
Right.
This is coming from someone younger than me. Also, Armando, what the fuck are you talking about? The moment of truth? Win or lose? What? And he's like, this is where he's popping out being like, it doesn't matter what winning or losing means. It's literally, we're here to talk about the truth of the case of what happened.
And then Edgar's like, wow, that sounds stupid, but I'll probably come to realize that in a few years.
Yes, you will, dumbass.
Yeah.
Or excuse me. Yeah, you will, dumbass.
Right.
Also, all of your bullshit you're doing about trying to win or whatever, it's arbitrary. We're here to find the truth.
Also, I can predict the future, and I'm seeing that you're gonna run into an old school friend of yours who will change your mind about things.
What are you, some sort of fortune teller now?
Maybe.
You're gonna fucking hide down in a little booth, put on a mask, and do a little like jig with a fortune ball or some shit?
Unfortunately, I can only see hazy bits of the future, and I think this friend of yours is named, Wright? That seems weird, but, that's what I'm reading, so...
Wow.
And that's why he calls him Trade, because that's just what his fortune-telling thing got messed up on.
That's just a that's a throwaway little 2-cent bit I just created.
I know.
Wait.
What? I'm just making stuff up, but it's fine.
Alright, anyway.
Well, let's not waste any more time, Miss Faye. What motive would this witness have for murdering her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne? Is this what I'm going with?
Oh dear. So it will take away 3, and...
But I did save. I managed to save.
Okay, so literally the only thing we have as a possible motive is the $2 million jet used as ransom.
Yeah.
What is this? Is this the defense's idea of a joke?
If so, I certainly don't get the punchline. Well, Miss Faye?
Oh, that was the rashness of youth.
That was wrong. Okay, well, I can load.
Use your point of further such a stereotype.
This is... Well? What motive would the witness have for murdering her own sister?
The whole truth must come out? Something related to that, I guess?
Whoops. Maybe? Ah, yeah.
The story starts after Terry Falls escaped. He called Valerie and he told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal to the world the whole truth.
The whole truth?
There was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut permanently. A terrific story, Miss Faye. If you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the court, Miss Faye. What was this secret that was so important? Where's your evidence? Dahlia and Valerie Hawthorne in Terry Falls. There's only one important secret that connects them all. Oh, yes. I know this secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony.
Well, what testimony?
Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago, we believe will explain a lot of things, such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters.
Uh-huh.
Very well, I grant your request for further testimony. I know it'll be painful for you, but you can... sorry, I tripped over my words. But can you enlighten us once more, my little maple leaf? Oh, jeez. Are you actually a maple leaf? And actually looking at you, you kind of look like... You look like a pink syrup bottle. Can I put you on my pancakes? Judge! Right. Never mind.
Testimony.
Testimony.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
But bailiff, strike the weird syrup thing from the court record.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll try, Mr. Judge.
I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, chicken and waffles sound delicious later. He fucking takes another rip out of his bong and eats his dick.
Josh, do you have that seriously in court?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's don't worry about it.
It's medical.
It's my inhaler. I'm fine.
I have a prescription for it.
Yeah, definitely. He flashes like his badge or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just it's medical. I have asthma. It's my inhaler. It's fine. Anyway,
Then why is there smoke coming out of it?
It's slightly overheated. It's fine. I'm vaping with the kids.
Vaping didn't exist yet.
Sure it does. It definitely totally does.
This is like in 2000 fucking... This was like what? How does this compare? Okay, so if Trials and Tribulations takes place in 2018, what is this? 5 years ago?
Like 3.
3 years? Okay, so that would have been 2000. So that would have been 2015. Was vaping a thing in 2015?
Yeah, it's been a thing since like.
Okay, so I guess that's reasonable.
I mean, it didn't. It's been a thing for a while because you always had electronic cigarettes. Those have been around since I want to say the late 2000s.
Yeah, I remember that. When did Craig start? Because I remember Craig worked at Price Chopper when he got into e-cigarettes for the first time.
Right. Was it before or after that we worked at Walmart together?
That was after Walmart.
You worked at Price Chopper after Walmart?
Yes.
Okay. Because it was at Walmart that he really got into the idea of vaping, and I even got in on it. And then so did Austin.
Maybe it was before
I think
then?
Ryan tried a little bit, or Jake.
The timeline is just...
I know. Trust me, I know.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so working at Walmart with Austin and whatnot, that's where the three of us kind of got into, vaping. And that was at least since 2015.
Alright.
So.
Okay. But yeah.
Anyway. Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia. But this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles.
Okay.
Alright.
5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life.
The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And we're to believe after all that, she murdered her sister? Preposterous.
Thank you, Mr. Wedgeworth. Miss Furry?
Yes, Your Honor.
As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle with your cross-examination.
Mr. Edgeworth's got that jump on me again. If we're not allowed to fight, let's twist some arms. Listen up. We've still got that info, that ace up our sleeve. What info? Come on, kid. Don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged. That's right, it was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us that in the lobby.
I didn't do anything. Oh, sorry. I do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says.
What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie, too.
Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's her secret.
Alright. I could start cross-examining, but we got like a minute left in the episode. We might as well just cut it here and then start the cross-examination in the next episode.
Since we made that one run longer anyway?
Yeah.
Alright.
See you guys next time.
Bye!